Yeah, we're still not done with Deadeye, and this build kind of gets forgotten about a lot of the time, so I felt the strong need to at least catalog it. If you don't remember this one, and it's not been relevant for a while, and I can't fault you for forgetting about it. It was really popular for a short time, a couple months, a few years back, when Ain't was moving around what the Exposed buff did, leading to this build in particular being really busted in fractals for a very short amount of time. It eventually got nerfed, and people kind of started acting like it never existed in the first place. Though, to be fair, you had to be really in the loop to actually know it existed. But honestly, I feel it's at least worth acknowledging. As you can probably see from footage, the signature skill for this one is the Pistol Dagger 3. That skill getting reworked is also the other thing that made this build possible in the first place. And honestly, I think it's probably the least annoying of all of the forced movement rotations. The movement isn't that bad, because you only do it once every so often, and you just jump back a little bit. So the whole gameplay is go in, do one hit in melee, spam the 3 flip over until it runs out, use the sneak attack to fill space if you run out of initiative, and repeat. Since you're working with the flip over, you also can't animation lock yourself, which is just nice. Being semi-ranged also means you're not completely screwed if you get locked out of melee. You're still mostly screwed, but slightly less than other Thief builds. You still don't have particularly good utility. Basilisk Venom is back in full force as the best CC skill, and still has to pull all of the weight for the utility on its own. One cute quirk is that aside from the pistol, this build uses the same gear as Condi Daredevil. But, you know, you actually get to control your character, which is a plus in my book. So if you have that one, there's no real reason not to at least try this one. Yeah, that's kind of all that's going on here, if I'm honest. I tend to find this build more comfortable than playing Condi Daredevil, and that's really the big point of comparison. Though it has a far lower damage ceiling, read benchmark number, but really, I find that it performs more reliably, meaning they end up with similar results under realistic conditions. And this build is very much in the spirit of the series. It's just good enough. And if you want to see a Thief Condi build that I actually have some positive things to say about, stick around for the next video.
I can take you to it. I can lead you to...
Combination. I like it. Shut still. Cornum, get back here.